Alright, so I'm starting a new site called Damon's Diet. And one of the main reasons why is because I have to run around that tennis court with my daughter so I can keep her getting better. Right now I'm about 235 and I think I need to be around 215. That's when I'm kind of at my best. I'm still strong, but I'm as quick as I can be, and that's pretty quick at that. I mean, if I'm 215, I'm feeling really good. I'm naturally a big guy, a big strong guy, so I'm not going to get down to 180, even though I'm 5'11 and a half, almost 6 feet. I'm not the kind of guy that's going to be like 180, 190. So what I've been doing is I've been eating once per day. That's usually been breakfast at about 8 or so. And then throughout the rest of the day, I've just been kind of eating fruits. And I've been doing that strictly for about 2 weeks. And I feel healthier, I feel lighter, I feel stronger. I'm going to show you the before, after, and then I'm going to go do my workout and show you what I do. And that's that. Like I say, I'm about 235. I want to get down to about 215, 220. I'll be real good. And that's about it. So that's the before. So I think I'm in pretty good shape, but I want to be better. Like, I want to get rid of that little stuff there and all that. So 2 weeks. Let's see if I can do it. Get down to 215. As you can see, there's only like maybe 40 pounds on each side. I don't do much more than that. It has a sit-up thing and all that. But I've never really lifted weights. In high school, I didn't even lift weights. But as you get older, you got to lift. So I go light weights. My teenage daughter, also uses this for her. So we're going into the fridge. As you can see, I got the plain yogurt. Didn't open yet. This is kind of like my drawer, bananas. You can see all the yogurt. And then up in here we got like, let's see what we got. We got like 7% fat ground beef. My daughter Sela also can't eat a lot of grease, so when I'm shopping, and then we got all that stuff back there, the fat-free yogurt and stuff. But when I'm shopping for her, I don't know if you guys can see me, but when I'm shopping for her, I'm not gonna like buy a bunch of greasy stuff and then eat it in front of her. So when I shop for her, we pretty much all eat that way, and it's just because we don't want her to feel left out. So this is my street. I run all the way to the end there, and all the way to the end there, and it's worked out to be a mile. I usually don't do that, like, 'cause I'm a big guy. I usually go do my sprints, but I'm gonna do this today. I do this like maybe once per week, and then here I am. Took off too fast, so now I'm walking. But yo, check this out. I went about 3 miles the other day. Make sure this thing's still on. Yeah, I went about 3 miles the other day with my two daughters, my 9-year-old and my 6-year-old, and so they run this all the time, right? So what they did was they said, "Hey, yo, let's go to the store," which is way further. So I said, "Okay, we'll do it, but we got to sprint, walk, and jog." So I guess what I'm doing now is sprinting. Well, I did a sprint, I'm walking, and then I'm gonna jog. So that's what I'm doing. Pretty crazy. One more thing, I went to watch what the hell? Step Up 3. Actually, Step Up 3D with my wife, and that guy Moose, whatever his name, he's all skinny, and he's all dancing all around. I'm like, yeah, I want to be that skinny. But I mean, if I'm that skinny, then I'm probably have been decomposing in the casket for like 2 years, because I've never been that skinny in my life. See, I've always been a big guy. Not a fat guy, but just a big guy. So yo, what you need to do is be yourself. Know your own body type. You get what I'm saying? Anyway, I gotta stop talking, y'all. I gotta sprint. Are you serious? Anyway, I just get this call and it stops my recording. It's crazy. But anyway, so I don't even know what the hell I was saying. Oh, yo, so just be yourself. I mean, like, I'm 35 years old and 235 pounds. But if I'm up against a guy, let's say, who's even 20 years old and 190 pounds, 180 pounds, I'm going to beat him in a sprint because that's what I do. I sprint fast. So I'm a big, fast guy. So it's my goal to just, or my job is to just get my body to where I feel like I can do whatever I can athletically or whatever I'm supposed to do. I mean, I was just watching this fight on pay-per-view the other day. It was Randy Couture, who had to be like 47, and he's an MMA fighter. And then there's James Lights Out Tony, who's a boxer, and he was like 8 years younger, and he was way more out of shape. So if you can be in that good a shape at 50 years old, then, I mean, if he can do it, then I can do it, right? So that's what I'm all about. So I'm about kind of really never getting old. That's what I want to be. Now for maybe a couple months or a couple years out of my 35, I've slipped out. But for the most part, I've been in shape, and that's what I do. So I'm going to try and stick to that forever. I mean, I don't want to get old, at least in my body. You feel me? So back to this sprint, then I'm going to go to my hills and show you guys what's up with that. So, yo, I don't know if you can see me. I don't know. I'll have to figure this out later. But so I'm approaching the hills. I did my, I ran up the street, did that little thing. But, yo, now I'm going to go do this, show you this sprint hill. And this is the kind of stuff I used to do in high school. You know, the one thing, though, I never focused on grades, man. You know what? I focused on girls, kicking it, chilling with the homies, having fun. And everyone, coaches and scouts and everyone would always say, yo, you certainly have the body and speed to go pro. And so I took it for granted. This is how naive I was. I used to, because I could run a 4.340, I had about maybe 210 pounds in high school, I was, something like that. I figured, well, shit, you know, the Raiders have people on their team who can't do what I can do. When I get 18, I can just go ahead and walk on and try out. And that's how naive and kind of crazy I was thinking, just because I had the physical. And back then, you couldn't even leave college early. I mean, I think maybe you can come out as a sophomore, but I was on a whole different page. I was on like I say, girls and everything, so I wasn't thinking right. Ended up meeting my wife, injuring my hamstring, and never even thought to fix it or anything like that because football was not my main priority. So let me tell you guys something. If you have just a talent for something, even if it's not your love, I will not say that football was my love. I would just say that it was easy for me. But if you have a real talent for something and it can get you somewhere else, concentrate on that. Now, I would never trade my daughter, my kids, my wife, anything like that. You know, I would never go back because I love what came from that, and that's my children and things like that. But, man, if you're 17, 15, 16, and you have, you know, a chance to do something like that, concentrate on that, man, because you can't be distracted by other things. Girls, trust me, they'll always be there, all right? So, anyway, let me show you the hill. This is the hill I run. My daughter runs it too. I don't know if you can really get an appreciation, let's show, but it's like a track. Looks like a dirt bike track. And I just sprint up it until I can't go anymore. And so, that's what I'm going to do. I'll walk down. I'll show you the first one, and then I got to get busy. Feel me? So this is what Damon's diet is about, man. I'm going to sprint up this first one, and then you're on your own. Oh, the resistance.